MPL, LMP, PML, whichever direction you want to sing. And I want to let you know that this meeting is being recorded and or transcribed in case you just missed that. So if you're going to talk ill of your mother-in-law during the meeting, just recognize that she will have evidence against you. So just be aware that it is being recorded. But appreciate everybody getting on the call, trying to kick off 2021 with a positive bang and a positive movement forward. And I hope that I think everybody is ready for a different year compared to last year. But we are seeing there's opportunity available. We're going to be talking about some of that opportunity today for some MBEs. So hope you got your ears on. But kind of to start out the meeting, I want to introduce the Ring leadership and some of our CVM SDC support team. So I'll kind of start out. My name is TJ Watkins. I work for Enterprise Holdings. So that's the Enterprise Rent-A-Car, National Rent-A-Car, Alamo Rent-A-Car. We own those brands. And I operate for South Carolina and Eastern Georgia. I have some fellow colleagues that operate North Carolina and Virginia. And but my territory is specifically in South Carolina. I'm housed out of Columbia, South Carolina. Been with Enterprise now for 27 years and been a great career. Enjoy working for them. Got involved with CVM SDC back around 2006. I'm currently a board member and I've been on the board a few different times throughout the years. And I've been glad to be a part of the organization and to bring hopefully some value and everything to the MBEs that are part of the organization. I serve as the Ring chair, and serving as our vice chair and the person who keeps all the glue together and keeps us all moving in the right direction is Lori. So Lori, I'll pause a moment and let you just kind of introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Lori G. Nipple. I'm with Savannah River Nuclear Solutions, and I am the business specialist there. And then next we have Ron.
Ron, are you on? Can you introduce yourself?
I am. Thanks, TJ and Lori. I'm Ron Harvey, the Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Global Core Strategies. Super excited. We have a leadership firm, and I'm just happy to serve in the MBE IC chair for the Ring. And thanks for everybody for joining us. And we'll look forward to doing great things to help our business owners. Thank you.
That is awesome. Ron's got some great ideas and some good opportunities for y'all in development and everything. And Tracy, were you able to get on this morning? Maybe not. All right, very good. So I also want to introduce, for anybody who's new, Dominique, who is the CEO, President of CVM SDC. Dominique, were you able to get on this morning?
I am here. Welcome everyone to the table. It's important to be at the table to see what opportunities are here. So I applaud this Ring for charging ahead, and I'm really excited about today's presentation. Thank you so much, TJ.
Awesome. And all of the hard work of Miss Debbie, who kind of gets all us going on these calls, everything. So Debbie, if you just introduce yourself to everybody.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Excited to be part of the Ring meeting. And yes, I am the staff liaison with CVM SDC. Looking forward to a great meeting. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So all these people are here to help serve you. You know, we're here to help you. If you have questions in regards to the organization, contacts, anything like that, reach out to this team. And this team is here to support you throughout the year. I will say that, you know, we're obviously in this virtual world at the moment, and we may see some, as the year goes on, hopefully we'll start doing more and more some in-person items. So we'll see how that kind of moves and the pandemic begins to change a little bit. But I want to encourage you to be involved. I was talking to a gentleman earlier this week at a matchmaking scenario, and you know, we had a good banter back and forth about involvement. It's how you get noticed. It's how you get your company noticed. It's how you find out about opportunities and RFPs and things like that. People need to know who you are. So step up, talk, make yourself known. This is the platform for you to do that. The organization, CVMSDC, will only benefit you to the point that you are active in it, working in it, networking in it. If just joining the organization and you expect magical things to happen, that's Disney World, that's not CVMSDC. So I really encourage you to get involved, get active, participate in everything that you do. So we've got a great meeting planned for today. Lori's really taken charge of that. So Lori, I'm going to now close my mouth and let you take over from this point. But thank you everybody for joining.
Okay. I don't think we mentioned, well, we don't have any minutes at the moment because this is our first. So if everybody's in agreement with that statement, then we can consider that approved for today. All
Yep,
right.
that should work.
Okay. Alrighty. As TJ was saying, that our ring pretty much covers like from Columbia to Myrtle Beach, Charleston, down to Beaufort Hilton Head, and then out to towards Aiken. So it's a fairly large ring. So on behalf of our leadership team, we personally want to welcome you all to this meeting. So going forward, I am going to introduce our speaker, our guest speaker. She is a native of Irmo, South Carolina. Melissa Linder is a graduate of Irmo, South Carolina, and received her Bachelor's of Arts degree in Political Science and Master's of Public Administration from the University of South Carolina. She also has a graduate certification in Public Management from Indiana University, Purdue University, Indiana. Throughout her career, Ms. Linder has enjoyed working in both the public and nonprofit sectors. Her career in the public arena was launched at the South Carolina Department of Education in 2001, where she started as a training and technical advisor, and later as an education associate in the Division of District and Community Services at South Carolina Department of Education. Her duties included grant administration and research, providing direct training and technical assistance in local school districts in violence and substance abuse prevention, truancy, and other related areas. She was also instrumental in the expansion and implementation of the department's statewide truancy plan, assisting in securing federal funds totaling over $4 million to implement the initiative. She currently serves as the director of the Office of Business Opportunities with the City of Columbia, South Carolina. She is responsible for providing support, training, technical assistance, and capital identifications, to small minority and women-owned businesses in the retail, services, and construction industries. Her duties also include overall management and oversight of the city's commercial revolving funds, disparity study, implementation, contractors and supplier diversity initiative, and the commercial retention and redevelopment programs. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Ms. Melissa Linder.
Thank you. How's everybody doing today?
Good. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. I want to thank CVMSDC for having me today. And I want to introduce a staff member that's also on the line with us as well. And many of you know her, and that's Miss Aisha Driggers. She's our program administrator, soon to be our deputy director for the Office of Business Opportunities. And I just wanted to make sure you all knew her as well. Lori, thank you for that great great introduction. I don't think I need to say anything else other than I want to talk about our Office of Business Opportunities and all of the great resources that we provide, not only to our city of Columbia, but also to other surrounding area local businesses. The Office of Business Opportunities was actually started to support those initiatives and programs that support our minority and women-owned businesses here in Columbia. And we do that through three different arms of the OBO office. One is commercial lending, and I'm going to talk a lot about some programs that we currently have going on right now that are active, especially in response to COVID. The commercial lending, we provide financial assistance to startup and existing businesses for growth, expansion, and retention, and the creation of new jobs and assistance in the redevelopment of the commercial corridors as you enter the city of Columbia. We also have our contractor and supplier diversity initiative, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later as well. This is a training and support for our city initiatives designed to increase local contractors' capacity to compete for government contracts and other procurement opportunities. The programs currently include the Subcontractor Outreach Program, our Mentor Protege Program, our Local Business Enterprise Program, and the Columbia Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program. And I'm happy to say that some members of the CVMSDC are actually participants in a number of these programs or have been a participant in some of the programs in the past, especially our Mentor Protege Program and our Local Business Enterprise, as well as the Columbia Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program, also known as CDBE. And another big component of our office is providing technical assistance, education, and advocacy to our minority-owned businesses. And this is something that we're very, very proud of because unlike other programs where there are specific boundaries in terms of how much support we can provide outside of the city limits, our training and technical assistance and education and advocacy extends beyond our city walls. It extends beyond our combined statistical area as well. So we're very happy that when it comes to training, technical assistance, development for our small business community, that's something that anyone in any area, not only within the city limits, but across the state, across the nation, can participate in these programs. And with COVID now, and with us going actually live through doing different webinars, it's providing even more of an opportunity for us to do more outreach to our small business community. I want to talk mainly about today and give you all some updates about one great opportunity that we have at the City of Columbia, and it's our CARES Act Revolving Loan Fund, also known as the Resilient Columbia CARES Act Revolving Loan Fund. It provides us financial options to our small businesses in an effort to prevent, prepare for, and respond to the economic injury attributed to the coronavirus. This funding was provided directly to the City of Columbia in response to COVID. Unlike other municipalities, we were extended an invitation to apply for these funds, and we did receive it. We received $2.997 million, of which 2.67 actually is for our Resilient Columbia CARES Act Revolving Loan Fund. I'm also happy to say that we started making loans on this fund it was launched on October 1st, and to date we have about $400,000 left of this fund. So of the 2.6, rounding it up, 2.7 million available, we have about 400,000 left. And I think that speaks volumes as to the necessity and the need for the funding at this moment for our small businesses. We're hoping that we receive some additional funds later as a result of the change in administration, and also because there's still such a dire need for additional funds to sustain our small businesses right now. So we're happy about this fund, and again, this is only one revolving loan fund. It's one of our newer funds, but we also have other commercial revolving loan funds that we administer through the City of Columbia. But this one is special because the Economic Development Administration, the oversight agency for these dollars, they have been very, very specific in making sure that these funds are immediate, and that we are getting the dollars out right away to our small businesses. So a number of different waivers have been put in place that are not typical for our traditional EDA, Economic Development Administration funds. One being the credit score. It's not something that we look at. We look at it, but we don't actually make our decisions based on it, unlike other funds. There's also some other parameters in regards to assets and collateral that are typical for our traditional commercial revolving loan funds that are not necessarily a part of this program. So we're very, very happy about this fund. These funds we have to date, I want to say, helped over 20 businesses. The funds range from anywhere from $20,000 all the way up to $200,000. Those are the types of loans that we're making. One criteria that we have to notate, and this again is something that applies to all of our funds, is that in order to receive these funds, you have to be located within the corporate limits of the City of Columbia. And again, you have to demonstrate that you've been impacted by COVID-19. We're going to share this slide or this whole presentation with you so you can actually go through it, and the links are active, and click on the links to see if your business is located within the city limits. And if so, please, please, please take advantage of this opportunity that we're trying to provide our Columbia small businesses. We have other funds, again, as I stated, so even though we only have around about $400,000 left from these funds, we still have other opportunities that our small businesses can take advantage of. But again, the only requirement for these dollars is that you have to be located within the corporate limits of the City of Columbia. In regards to the use of these funds, under the Resilient Columbia CARES Act Revolving Loan Fund, the typical uses are the same as with any of our loan funds for financing building construction, conversions, expansions, acquisition of land, buildings, machinery, equipment, supplies, and materials, but also for working capital. So in addition to those traditional ways of using our funds, we have added some additional uses to these special dollars that we receive from EDA. So in response, again, to COVID-19, to develop crisis management plans, testing for your employees, employee safety and training to prevent the spread of COVID-19, modifications to your business operations and facilities to accommodate social distancing, purchase of personal protective equipment, cleaning supplies, materials, or services, inventory purchases, technology and signage. And just to share a little more insight about the types of actual applications that we're receiving. We have funded restaurants. We funded a number of healthcare providers, which is great because what they're doing are locating healthcare clinics in residential communities where, you know, prevention is key. So in those areas where those underlying conditions put certain populations at a greater risk of contracting COVID and also surviving once you have contacted COVID. We have healthcare providers, doctors that are locating clinics within key areas in our state, minority communities, to help stop the spread of COVID-19. So that's something we're happy about. Technology, the use of technology with our restaurants, pivoting their business model to make sure that they can actually not only maintain their customer base, but also increase the customers that are coming into contact with them, providing curbside, making the menu and your ordering options available online. Retail industries. We have a number of retail businesses that have been able to be funded through this program, and a number of them are going to more of an e-commerce type of delivery of their product and service. So we're happy that we've been a part of that process and that we're helping them make that pivot so that their businesses can sustain. And hopefully most of them or all of them will be around after, you know, we have dealt with and eliminated COVID from our community. So this is just a flyer, a brochure. We can send this out to you as well, that you can share not only with the businesses on the call, but anyone else that you know that may be located within the city of Columbia, hairdressers, beauty salons, uh, funeral homes, anyone can take advantage of these funds that we have available here. As long as they're not sin type of businesses. We don't fund strip joints, liquor stores, things of that nature, but any other types of business startup or existing businesses, those businesses just trying to stay and retain themselves at this moment. We want to help you. Again, the only criteria is that you're located within the city of Columbia. Any loan requests under $50,000, we're not requiring as many stipulations in those requests, trying to make, again, it easier for those smaller businesses with 20 or less employees to access these dollars and access them quickly. Our loan committee that is responsible for oversight of these dollars, we have them meeting monthly, again, so that we can get these loans through and get the money to our small businesses. Typically, the time frame, this is a question that many people ask, between when you submit your completed application. I say completed because we have a number of applications that are being submitted that are not complete, which delays a decision on your loans. So once the applications are submitted and they're complete, all documentation is included. Between then and meeting with the CRLF committee, it's a matter of a couple of weeks to get your funds and the closing done and your funds in your hands. So we're very excited about this program. It has been, in many instances, a lifesaver to many of our businesses, to the survival of their businesses. So, and some people are actually starting businesses in the midst of COVID, and it's working. So again, we're very happy about these dollars. Hopefully we will get some additional dollars in. The city of Columbia, we do not have a problem spending dollars or spending money. And there's a possibility that EDA may give us some additional money because we have been able to get the money out there. So that's one opportunity that we have in terms of capital and also our existing commercial revolving loan funds. I want to talk a little bit about, and this isn't something we mentioned that we would talk about, but I definitely want to talk about our MWBE utilization and minority business opportunities directory. In September of 2019, the city of Columbia has had a citywide DBE goal since 2015. Initially, that goal was 10%. Which means that 10% of each department's operating dollars, the city manager asks that you use that 10% with a minority vendor. And it doesn't matter where the vendor is located. It can be a vendor in another state. It can be a vendor in another county, a vendor in another city, just that they're a minority-owned business. And that's, again, a way to open up opportunities for our minority vendors and make sure that our procurement process is reflective of the community that we represent. So when the goal actually started in 2015, it was at 10%. Well, we met that goal in 2018 at 12%. So Ms. Wilson said, you know what? In September 2019, we're going to increase that goal. The goal, as of September 19th, 2019, she raised it to 15%. So I'm happy to say that we met that goal for the first time in fiscal year 2019 and 2020, and that we met it at 15.04%, which is significant given that 6 months was during COVID. Again, there was a push during March through June, when COVID first happened, that we actually paid attention to, and we look for vendors that could provide those extra services and products that we needed to get us through COVID. And because of that, we were able to actually reach our goal. And it's still ongoing. We're still doing it. But there are a number of opportunities for our minority vendors to participate in our different procurement opportunities within the city of Columbia. Aisha sent around our minority business opportunities directory to you. It's in I guess it's not a chat box. I'm so used to Zoom. I apologize, but it's there for you to look at. And this is just the cover of it. Each year, we actually have an in-person minority business opportunities conference. But this year, because of COVID, we weren't able to do that. So we still wanted to develop some type of directory to give our minority vendors an opportunity to have access to what services and products the City of Columbia provides. Not only the City of Columbia, but also our partnering agencies that are also a part of that conference every year. It's a one-on-one meeting that's usually held where the vendor has an opportunity to sit down and talk about their business with a procurement representative from various departments and agencies, and for that department representative to talk about what services and products they need. So because we weren't able to do that, we said, well, you know what, let's just do a directory. And the directory has a listing of all of our departments, the services that they actually need and the products that they purchase, along with our partners and what services they need and what services that they purchase and products and services that they purchase. And in addition to that, because this is, again, we're big and we know that training and technical assistance is necessary, it's needed. So that's always a part of this conference. But again, because we weren't able to do it in person, we have a listing of those training and technical assistance providers included in this directory. So it's a living document, and it's something that we're going to start, not only start this year that we started last year doing, but we're going to continue this process and make sure that this is a living document that's available to everyone that wants to do business with the City of Columbia. Again, it helps facilitate the discussion. It helps facilitate building that needed relationship between the City of Columbia and our vendors, but more importantly, between those department representatives and the agency representatives, with them having that needed dialogue with our small business community, our minority small business community, and the minority business community feeling as if they have access, and they do. You have access to the city, and you have an opportunity to provide your services and goods like anyone else. And this is just a way to help you facilitate those relationships that will get you there. Some of our outreach efforts, again, the training and technical assistance is something that we're very, very, very involved in, and it's something with COVID that has really escalated because of the need to provide information to our small businesses in a quick fashion, because information, especially in regards to the First CARES Act, it was so quickly, it came out and it started changing. And then in terms of SBA, the rules and regulations regarding different opportunities, the PPP, EIDL, that information was coming out so quickly, and it's coming out quickly now with the second round of PPP. We have developed a weekly newsletter to make sure that we're keeping our small businesses, all small businesses, informed about what's going on in terms of funding, what training and technical assistance not only is being provided by our office, OBO, but also by our partners. So if there's a partner on the phone that would like to make sure that we get information out to our community, to our small businesses, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to include that information in our newsletter that goes out weekly. And we've seen an increase in our attendance, and also our minority vendors that are participating and actually reading these newsletters. So it's needed. Information is power right now, and we're trying to get as much out in a relevant, quickly manner as possible. We also have a Resilient Columbia CARES Act video that we did. This goes back to the funds through the EDA. Again, this is a way for us to communicate what's out there. We've been using social media to promote this video, and I'll show you this video in just a second. Aisha, stand by in case you need to do it, because I'm not that technically savvy, but I'm trying. And also, we're going to highlight some of our businesses in our minority businesses over the next year. With some of this money, some of the admin dollars that we've received, we've been able to produce the video, the outreach materials. We've also been able to do additional types of outreach where we're highlighting our businesses that are not only Some are recipients of our CARES Act funding, but some are not. But they've been able to pivot and sustain their businesses during this moment. And that's something that we want to share with other businesses, not only as a way to encourage them, but also to show you that it can be done. You're not alone. We're here to help you, but also you have other businesses around you that are sustaining, and this is how they're doing it. So that's something that we think is very, very important. And we're happy that we have the ability and the resources to do that right now. So I talked about the weekly newsletter that we do. It's an email blast. We have over 2,000 small businesses that we share information with on a weekly basis. And it again includes events, funding opportunities, and other helpful articles to help sustain them and get them through this moment. And that link is active, and you can actually add your name to the list if you would like to become a subscriber. The video, this video, we actually launched it the same day that our the launch of the Resilient Columbia CARES Act funds were launched. So this commercial, the mayor's in it, as well as some other people that you may recognize. But again, it's on social media. It's the way to inform and educate our small businesses about the resources that we have available through the city of Columbia. I'm going to try to, it's not very long, but I do want to share it if I can. Can everybody see it?
I don't see it yet.
It's not playing yet.
Okay.
It's not playing. Can you try to click it again?
Yeah, let me start. I'll do it a different way. How about now?
No audio. Can't hear the audio.
Yeah, when you click it, you've got to open the audio sound.
If you unshare your screen and share it again, there's a button that says to add audio.
Okay.
You see it above where it shows your screens? It's just say there should be a button that you can.
Yes.
Okay.
I need y'all in my life. Thank you.
We are here.
Okay, let's try this one more time. How about now?
Yes, we can hear it.
Okay.
Hello, this is Columbia Mayor Steve Benjamin. On behalf of our great city, I'm excited to announce the availability of our Resilient Columbia CARES Act loan program for small businesses located within the city limits of Columbia that have been impacted by the pandemic. As our city recovers from the unprecedented challenges caused by this national crisis, we understand that our small businesses are struggling on multiple fronts, some more than others. We're also aware of the strength and resiliency of our small businesses and the vital role that they play in creating a strong, diverse, yet inclusive economy. The purpose of these funds is to give every business in our city an opportunity to survive during this pandemic. We hope this funding will assist your company in overcoming the economic injury attributed to the coronavirus. With that being said, the City of Columbia has streamlined our loan application and added even more flexibility to the lending process. Any business within the City of Columbia may apply for these funds, especially those businesses that may have had difficulty obtaining financing in the past. Our success as a city is dependent on the success of our small business community. We're confident that by working together, our local community will prevail during these challenging times. We are a resilient Columbia, and we will recover together.
Okay. Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Yes.
All right, great. Thank you all. I feel, oh my goodness, I just had school. So thanks for the education. Um, so this video we're very excited about because the local vendor, there were local vendors that produced this film, minority vendors, that were cameramen and videographers that put this together for us. So in our office in OBO, we tried, even though we have a PR department, they're awesome, they're amazing, and we probably could have saved money by having them do that for us. We thought it was important that we utilize our local vendors and give them an opportunity to do this for us, and they did an awesome job. They did a great job, and because of the great work that they've done, they've been able to get other business. One being Dion Generette, who was the producer for this, now will have a standing weekly show on Fox at midnight, highlighting different local artists in the Columbia area. So again, this is not just about us, it's about helping our businesses survive and sustain during this moment. So any opportunity that we have to utilize a local minority vendor, we will do that in order to get things done in our office, to keep our city going, especially the Office of Business Opportunity, but also to help our local vendors develop their portfolios and be successful at the same time. So we're excited about that video. We're excited about how the quality and how well they did with it. We also did another video in December, and I can't show this one to you all because it's long, but if you get a chance, please go on YouTube or click one of the links below to view this video. We highlighted 11 local businesses. And we also had some local artists on here talking or singing about different Christmas carols and things of that nature. So we're very excited about that one. That one was very well perceived too. But again, it shows that our businesses are out there. It gave our businesses another platform to show and showcase their products and services during the holidays. They could actually order while they were looking at the video. The email address and the website was posted when their actual business was being highlighted. So the viewer could go and actually click or go to their website to place orders for different holiday gifts at the last minute that they needed to pick up. So this was another way to highlight our businesses, especially our minority businesses, and connect them to their customers and giving them another opportunity and way to not only market, but also capitalize on the audience that we presented to them. We're planning on doing some additional videos to highlight our local businesses on a quarterly basis. And something that is not on here that we're finalizing now is that we're doing a video on historic Black business district in the city of Columbia. We were trying to do it as a February Black business or Black Month event, but yet because of the number of businesses that we still have that have been able to sustain, we wanted to really give them some homage and to make sure it's done correctly and in a great way. We are now featuring about 7 businesses, some that have been around since the early 19th century. So it's a big deal to us because it just pays not only the homage to those businesses that are still there, but it gives hope to businesses now that are having to look at whether or not they're going to stay open, how do they do it, and hopefully those businesses, those legacy businesses that we're calling them, will share some good information about not only how they've been able to survive, but how they've been able to pass it down from generation to generation, adapt to the changing environment around them in order to make sure that they're still here 50, 60, 70 years later. So that's going to be something that we're working on now. Dr. Bobby Donaldson at USC is helping us too with this. So if any of you know Dr. Donaldson from USC, he's just a walking history book, and he knows a lot about the businesses, what we had then, what we have now, the history of policy and how social policy and political policy has actually changed the landscape of our Black businesses, but also in many ways it it dismantled some of our Black businesses as well. So be on the lookout for that. And that's something we hopefully will have done in the month of March or April. But again, we're not rushing because we really want it to be something special.
Melissa, do you have the PowerPoint for us to share with the group?
The one I was looking at?
Yes.
Thank you, Melissa.
Oh, okay. Wait now. Y'all, sorry. I thought I was sharing it with you. Just talking and nobody's saying anything.
After the video, we didn't get the PowerPoint back up, but
I'm so
we'll
sorry.
definitely be able to share that with the group. We'll send the final draft.
Yeah, let me just do this one more time.
You can send it. There you go. Okay. Good.
I'm so sorry. I'm just talking, and I thought you all were right there with me. Thanks, Aisha. I talked about that, and I really did. I only did like maybe 3 slides. Thank you, Aisha. Other opportunities and partnerships, of course, again, I'm not going to keep you all much longer, but I just wanted to say thank you again, not only to the Carolinas Virginia Minority Supplier Diversity Council, but members of the council that have helped us through this process. Many of you have done presentations for us, training and technical assistance. And I do call on Dominique in other areas too. Thank you, Dominique, for always being there, sharing information, but also to let our minority vendors know about the importance of getting your certification and being a part of the council. So when possible, we try to make sure that we provide that opportunity for engagement so that they can see that the relevance of having the certification and being a part. We've done webinars also with the U.S. Small Business Administration, the South Carolina Small Business Development Center, South Carolina Department of Commerce, especially the Benedict College Women's Business Center. And one thing that we are starting now, because of this new round of PPP and because of the short window in which our minority businesses have to apply for these funds, we have working with the Minority Business Development Agency here in Columbia, South Carolina, to cover 1/3 of a salary of a loan processor to help our small businesses put their loan packages together, because there's a need out there for that. And many of them need some help in putting those applications together because they haven't done it before. Many don't have the relationships with the bank. So we work with MBDA to help walk our small businesses through that process. And that's something that we're very happy about, since they also receive some federal dollars too to provide that technical assistance. This is a way for us to leverage those dollars. I think that's it. I want to thank you all, and sorry about the hiccup with the video and me not sharing my screen, just talking away. But are there any questions?
Very informative presentation. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you, Dominique.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So next on the list we have the MBIC chair report by Ron Harvey.
Yeah, and good morning again. First, I want to thank Melissa and her entire team for always being a good partner and building relationships and really just paying attention intentionally about doing what business owners really need in our community. Of course, being in the chair position, one of the things as you look at our goals is being able to be more visible, be more relevant, and be very intentional about doing the work in our city. And I can say that from the day that I met Melissa, that's just been a part of her agenda naturally. And I say that because that's important, that she comes in and she does everything she can for the business owners. And that's kind of the partner that we need. And so as the MBIC chair, is having partners that actually do this because they love doing it. And it's not just a job for her. And because sometimes people that are in those roles, it's a job and they don't understand sometimes what business owners are going through. And I can tell you that they really dig into to understand it. And it's more than just a job or a check for her. One of the things that I think as people are looking at being a part of our organization, our ring, there are 3 things that I've shared that's super important for success. And that's the knowledge and the experience. And that's what you come onto these platforms for and come to our meetings for, is being able to gain the knowledge and the experience. And then the other thing is opportunity. In order to get opportunity, you kind of got to be visible. You got to be engaged, and you want to participate and figure out more. And I know everybody's Zoomed out or Teamsed out or WebinXed out. And unfortunately, that's just the way we're going to be doing things for a while. So please don't get frustrated with that. Be very patient with that and figure out how to navigate. Melissa, you did it today. You know, it was live TV, and you figured out how to get your volume working and how to get your videos back up. That's the new way we got to do it. And so, Melissa, thank you for being a true champion and a player in that, and right in front of everybody, live TV. And so you can do it. We all can do it. And so if you don't know, we'll help you and we'll coach you. It's a coaching opportunity for us to help you figure it out. We will not let you fail. And that's what this organization is about, is nobody failing because we're all working together. The last thing that I think is important for success is money. If you can get one of those out of those three, the other two will show up. And so you got to be available for the knowledge and experience, or you got to have an opportunity, or you got to have the money. Unless somebody knows some really wealthy people, I don't have the money for you, but the other two we can do real quick and you can make the money. And so please be a part of what we're doing so we can help you help somebody else in this community. So I'll pause there because my phone is ringing in the background and hand it back over to Lori.
Yes, and now we will, thank you so much, Ron, for that. We will go right into the review of CVMSDC. Ms. Dominique.
Okay, well, for the sake of time, I'm going to be very fast. Just a few comments, and then I'll turn it over to Greg to share with you the corporate update. We are going to have a leadership change at the national level. Our national president, Adrian Trimble, is going to be taking another adventure, going down a different path. And so we look forward to seeing what that's going to be. But she's going to end her leadership with NMSDC at the end of this month. So I wanted you all to know that. Just stay tuned for that. And then also in this ring, we have an open position for a secretary. So if there's anyone interested that wants to step up to the plate for secretary, that position is open. And with that, again, I thank you all for being at the table, and I want to turn it over to Greg, and we'll just go through my team to see what updates they have. Greg, if you can give a quick update on corporate partners.
Sure. Thank you, Dominique. Hey, thank you for the opportunity. Wanted to let everyone know that okay? Just wanted to make sure I was, that we have brought in, we've been fortunate enough to bring in about 7 new corporate partners thus far this year. And we're excited to let everyone also know that 4 of those are financial partners who are very interested in working with MBEs and trying to understand more about how they can help our MBE community. So there's going to be some great opportunities there. For this particular ring, we have the South Carolina Research Authority, SCRA, who has become a new corporate partner. They're going to be actually joining this ring, and we'll make sure that we get the leadership introduced to the ring and get them involved in the ring by our next meeting. We have, well, I won't belabor the point on any of that, but we do have a number of other opportunities we believe are upcoming, and we'll bring you more information about that as we develop that. But I did want to say also, if you know of any companies out there that should be a part of this organization, please feel free and let us know. Reach out to me, reach out to Larry, reach out to Dominique or Margillette. We all work together, and Kelly and Debbie. So our entire team, just reach out to us and let us know, and we'll be in contact with them. We look forward to helping to serve our MB community and our corporate partners together. So please help us in doing so.
Thank you.
I will turn it over to, Margillette, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, I just want to add that we have South State Bank joining us.
South State Bank, absolutely.
Yeah, they will be joining this ring as well. Okay, thank you. Margillette? You're on mute, Margillette. And after Margillette, Debbie will go.
Thank you, Dominique. I'm always on mute. Okay, so just wanted to say welcome, everybody. And the MLP Ring had for January 4 new MBEs who were certified. We have Lou's Heavenly Treats, and she has gourmet desserts. We have Percival Company, and he delivers electrical needs. We have VBC LP. They're a firm that designs and implements proprietary risk and regulatory advisement. And then we have Washington Lab Consulting. And so they are expertise technology information company for government and private industries. So congratulations if any of those MBEs are on the line for their new certification. Thank you.
Thank you, Margillette.
Welcome.
Debbie?
Hey, Dominique, can you, Marjorie, can you put that in the chat along with the corporate name so we can have that?
Yeah.
Sure. I will
Okay.
do it.
Debbie?
All right, thank you so much. Just in the interest of time, I'm going to go over some of the new things that you can look forward to. And that would include the Milton Moments, the Milton Growth Moments that highlights an MBE journey with the council. That will be a part of our Friday newsletter. The MBE Spotlight, which actually showcases any of our new MBEs, will be a part of our Wednesday newsletter. And the MBEIC Learning Series is going to kick off next month. And those are success tips for MBEs. The first one is March 18th, and that is going to be winning with RFPs. And then finally, I'll wrap up with our upcoming event, which is AMP 21. That is our combined annual business meeting with Proforum, sponsored by Dominion Energy. And that's our virtual event, which will be on April 13th and 14th. And we are happy to announce that the registration is complimentary, free of charge for any of our certified MBEs. So look out for that information in our newsletters. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Debbie. And I don't think you can hear Satrina. She sent me a note that she's not audible, but she has sent out invoicing for first quarter. And so if you get an invoice, Satrina is your contact, Satrina Benj at cvmsdc.org if you have any questions. And so I think that's it for my team. I'll take it back to you, Mallory.
Righty. TJ, are you still, we have a round robin, but I don't know if we, and for sake of time, I think that we are running out of time. So,
you have 7 minutes. I can make a meal.
7 minutes. Do we have right. Our new MBEs. Would you like to introduce yourselves that are on the call? Anyone? Do we have any new corporate partners that are on the call that would like to introduce themselves? Okay. Well, TJ, are you on the line still? Not sure if he's.
Yes, I am here. So.
Awesome. All righty. Well,
So
I appreciate everybody getting on the call. So thank you so much. And I guess we've got a few minutes. So if there's an MBE that would like to just step forward and take a 1 minute promo, this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, and I'll do a promo for our education program before I have an MBE get ready to jump up. Well, we're sending 8 people to Tuck this year, and several of them are coming from the MLP Ring, and this is a record for us. So really excited about that.
Awesome. Very good. Did I hear somebody stepping up?
Yes, my name is John Jones. I am the founder of Big Star Training, and we are again, online prevention of sexual harassment training facility, or we actually offer an online prevention of sexual harassment training course for employees, individuals, supervisors, etc. And I think anyone that's been watching will notice that just about every day there's an issue that relates to sexual harassment in the news. It's not going away, especially in this area of #MeToo. And sexual harassment is such an issue that a person can stumble into a sexual harassment issue or claim without even realizing it. And so we thought it was important to offer an online way for people to get trained in this particular area, to learn those things that they should be doing and the things that they should not be doing. So we are on every major social network. Our website is bigstartraining.com, and we would love to provide our services to MBEs, corporate America, and because we know it's definitely needed.
Awesome.
Oh, great to have you, John. Thank you for stepping forward.
Thank you.
Yes, and if you don't mind putting your link in our chat box so everyone would have that, that would be great.
All right, I will.
TJ?
Hey, this is TJ again. I'm going to take a quick moment. We do Enterprise in the South Carolina has an RFP that is going to be coming out pretty soon. This is for any providers who provide gasoline fuel, because obviously we have a lot of fuel at our airport centers. This is a multi-million-dollar RFP that'll be coming out. There are qualifiers for it. So if you are interested and you are already in that business, already servicing customers in that business, feel free to send me an email and we'll get you connected. I believe 2 of our CVM SDC MBEs are already going to be participating in it. So I'm excited to have at least 2 of the CVM SDCs, participating in a multi-million-dollar bid. But if there are others out there and you're on this call, please feel free to reach out and contact me.
Yeah, thanks for that, TJ. The other thing I'll tell you is that if you're coming across any business and someone's asking for someone to provide a service, reach out to us and allow us to get it into our network and our communication. I sent 2 emails out to Dominique and her team this week, and we got quick responses on people that are MBEs. And so it's just a matter of giving them the opportunity. So if you're looking for if there are any proposals or requests for work, give us an opportunity to help you find an MBE, and that's really what we do well, and we'll get it out into our network. So leverage this organization as much as you can and allow us to help you find the people that you're looking for. What we don't want is to say that you can't find an MBE to do the work.
So I also would like to add too, at the very, very beginning of the our chat box, I did put a link for Savannah River Nuclear Solutions, their acquisition forecast. So that way you will have access to that's the link always. You'll have access to what our current forecast is for that particular week. So make sure you just keep looking at it over and over. And I know right now we have, open opportunities for rectifier, transformer, switch gears, and so on. So definitely take a look at that.
Dominique, is there a way for me to share the PowerPoint in the chat? Or do we need to
you'd
send
have to, it's a little complicated. You have to have it in a file and attach it. But if not, just send it to Lori and she'll get it out to everybody that was on the call. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. TJ, you want to close or you want me?
Yeah, I can close. So I appreciate everybody jumping on our first call. I hope that you will make an effort to join in all of our calls this year. Any in-person events. You are also welcome to join any Ring event in CVM SDC, whether that's Metrolina, Virginia, whatever. You're welcome to participate in those if you're a member. So please take those opportunities, and we definitely look forward to spending time with you on the next call. Anything our team can do for you between now and then, please reach out. And Lori, thank you again for your leadership and pulling the calls together there. But I wish everybody the best. Stay safe. Stay warm, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Great job. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
You too.